Hello, this is Ray, one of the program presenters in the Atchison Planetarium at Cranbrook Institute of Science, with a look at the pre-dawn sky for the week of June 8. The moon is just to the right of due south at 4 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time on the 8th. The bright star to the upper left of the moon is Jupiter. To Jupiter's left is Saturn, and Mars is in the southeast. On the 9th, the moon is at the lower left of Saturn, and on the 13th, the moon is at the lower left of Mars. Remember that gigantic dipper we saw in the east last week? It's made up by the great square of Pegasus and a line of 3 stars to the left in Andromeda. The leftmost of those 3 stars is named Elmach. Last week we extended that row from Elmach to the left to reach Murphak in Perseus. Elmach is a very fine double star seen with a telescope. The 2 main components are blue and yellow. They're a lot like the double star Albireo in Cygnus, which we saw 4 weeks ago, but some say Elmach is far nicer. Elmach's blue star has 2 other stars associated with it, so Elmach is actually a quadruple star system. Elmach is located about 350 light-years away. Now, let's go back to that line that connects Elmach and Murphak. If we stop halfway between the 2 stars, then go down, we'll come to the second brightest star in Perseus. Its name is Beta Persei, but it's more famously known as Algol, the demon star. The name comes from an Arabic word that means the demon's head. Algol is related to our word ghoul, but there's nothing ghoulish about it. So, why that name? Perseus was one of the great heroes in Greek mythology. One of his tasks was to kill the monster Medusa and return with her severed head. Perseus was successful, of course, and when his constellation was placed in the sky, the head of Medusa was included. Algol represents the demon's head. The Arabs also called the star Ras Al-Ghul, which means eye of the demon. Algol was considered to be an unlucky star for hundreds of years because it brightens and dims noticeably every 2 days, 20 hours, and 49 minutes, just like clockwork. The change takes only a few hours, and it's visible to the naked eye. It's as if Medusa's eye is blinking. What sorcery is this? That's not sorcery. Algol is one of those binary star systems where 2 stars orbit around each other. It's the alignment of that orbit that makes Algol so special. From our perspective, we don't look down on top of the 2 stars and see them circling around each other. As we view them from Earth, the orbit of the stars is nearly flat, so the stars appear to move from side to side. The stars are of different brightness. One is a bright bluish-white star, and the other is a dimmer orangish-yellow. Because of Algol's alignment, the dimmer star passes almost directly in front of the brighter star on a regular basis. When the brighter star is covered or eclipsed, the combined light from the 2 stars is dimmed. It's like when the moon eclipses the sun. So Algol is not only a binary star, it's a special kind of binary star called an eclipsing binary. It was the first eclipsing binary star to be identified and is one of the most observed stars in the sky. We know of thousands of eclipsing binary stars today, but Algol is the most famous. Eclipsing binary stars are important because we can use them to determine the masses and sizes of stars. Algol, also called Beta Persei A, is the bright blue-white star. The companion, Beta Persei B, is the dimmer orangish-yellow star. They're so close to each other, the A star creates tides on the B star, and material is pulled from B to A. There's also a 3rd star in this system. It's a blue-white dwarf called, what else? Beta Persei C. It orbits both A and B and completes one orbit in 1.86 years, so Algol is a triple star system. Algol's primary eclipse occurs when the dim B star passes in front of the bright A star. The A star's light is eclipsed, and Algol dims. 30 hours later, there is a second eclipse when B passes behind A. When B's dim light is blocked, there's just a small drop in Algol's brightness. That's only noticeable using a photoelectric measuring device. When Algol is at its brightest, it matches the intensity of Merfac. When at its dimmest, Algol is about 3 times fainter. Algol will be at its dimmest at 2:18 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time on June 14th, but it will look just as dim an hour before and an hour after the official time. Algol has 10 dimming cycles in June, but the one on the 14th is the only one to occur in the dark sky this month. Algol is about 90 light years away from us, but as recently as 7 million years ago, it was closer at about 10 light years. It's possible that as Algol moved through space, it caused gravitational perturbations in the Oort cloud. That's a sphere of icy objects located way beyond the orbit of Pluto. The perturbations could have disrupted many of these icy objects, throwing them toward the inner solar system. When they approach the Sun, they vaporize and become comets. Speaking of the Sun, sunrise on the 8th is at 5:55 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Starting on the 12th, sunrise is at 5:54, and it will remain at that time for the next 4 mornings. These are the earliest sunrises of the entire year. Thanks for visiting, and keep looking up.